What is going on in the Florida real estate market? Well, as you know, I like to do videos that are evergreen. So in other words, if you watch the video today and you watch it a year from now, the content should be the same. But today I'm going to make a little bit of an exception because we need to talk about what's happening in the real estate market here in the Lakewood Ranch and Sarasota area. So if you're up to date, you'll be better prepared when you come to the market, so stick around.
Don't buy real estate if you experience allergic reactions to happiness, satisfaction, pride, fulfillment, contentment. Stop buying real estate if you don't like community, a sense of belonging, a diversified portfolio. Buying real estate may cause you to shop at hardware stores, furniture stores, and design centers. See your realtor immediately if you experience any of these symptoms.
Hello, I'm Mark Bamig with Michael Saunders and Company, and today is February the 18th. It's about 80 degrees here in the Lakewood Ranch area. It's a beautiful day. I know that our friends to the north are suffering for some heavy ice storms and snowstorms, so the weather here is actually quite nice today. But what I want to talk to you about is what is actually happening here in the real estate market. So I'm still getting calls every day from people on YouTube who found me out, who call and say, hey, they want to come down here and they want to look for property. So I thought I'd give you an update on what's actually happening. Our inventory now for resales is very low. So I want to show you the front of this house. So this house that I'm standing in front of, I'm in Lakewood Ranch Country Club. It went on the market about 3 days ago. It's listed at $875,000. So it almost doesn't really depend on the price point, it's just the market in general. So I would imagine in 3 days they've had about 35 showings, and they probably have about 10 offers, of which I have a client that's one of those offers. So we don't know yet whether we're going to be favored with the purchase of this property, but I wanted to tell you what is actually happening here in the market. Our resale inventory is at kind of a historic low. We have less than a month supply of inventory right now here in the middle of February. Now, what is creating this? Well, there's more than one factor that's creating this, and one of them happens to be the interest rates. So interest rates are still at a historic low, and just think of this, for every 1% rise in interest rate decreases someone's buying power by 10%. So because we're at about 3%, plus or minus a quarter of a point, people have a lot more buying power than they would say at 4.5% and 5% and 6%, which is typical for the real estate industry. So because we have low interest rates, people have more buying power. So what's happened is that a bunch of the homes that were resale have been sold, and then people are also considering the COVID when they decide to list or to not list their house. So COVID has actually driven a lot of people to the Lakewood Ranch and Sarasota market. Number one, they want more space. So they want to be able to put their feet on the ground, they want to be able to walk outside, they want to be able to homeschool their kids, they want to be able to work from home, they want their Zoom meetings. All of those kind of things contribute to the fact that, hey, I don't have to live in such and such state anymore because we're all working remotely in a lot of situations, so we can live anywhere we want. So instead of shoveling snow, they're getting a suntan by the pool as they have their laptop open and doing a little extra work. That is one of the things that is driving it, is interest rates. And like I said, COVID is the other thing that seems to be driving it. And this is not just for the resales. So we're also having an issue with new construction. So in the new construction side, a lot of the developments here in Lakewood Ranch have put the sales on hold. And the reason is because they have more than they can handle. They have more than they can build. They can't process the documents fast enough. I have a new I have a new home under contract that we wrote, and they had an accepted offer about 3.5 weeks ago, and we have yet to get the paperwork back because the developer and the builder cannot get the stuff processed fast enough through their system. New builds now, as of today, are taking anywhere from 10 to 12 to 14 months out. Several of those reasons are, number one, they have to get the permits issued, they have to get the lots cleared, and then they can start the building process. Well, if it takes them 3, 4, 5, 6 weeks to get the permits, because the permit department is now backed up, it pushes out the time before they can even start the home. So permits is just part of the problem. You got to have enough workers here to build all of these homes that are being sold, and we don't have enough, and I don't know that we could have enough. I was talking to one of the new home communities the other day, and they said that they were having a hard time getting cement block. So some of the commodity items, some of the items it takes to build the houses, whether it's cement blocks, whether it's 2x4s, whether it's sheetrock, if that becomes an issue, then they're pushed back on their delivery times. So what the builders are now doing is they'll open it up for a week, see what kind of sales that they have, and then they may close it down after a week and wait for another week to open it up. And that is creating a pent-up demand for the buyers that are coming here looking for new construction. So there are ways to handle this, but what I would caution you to do is have patience. We are in a cycle that is a very high cycle right now, and this too will pass. So this video is not evergreen like I like to make, but I still think it's important for the people that are coming to the area to know exactly what they're coming into, and to give them a little bit of caution, to have some patience. And if you are going to make an offer on a resale, get connected with a good agent that knows the ways that will secure you the winning bid without paying too much. And there's ways to go about doing that, at least up into your comfort level. So I hope this information is helpful to you. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to put them down in the comment section right below, and I'll be glad to respond to them as I can. This is Mark Bamig with Michael Saunders & Company.